huge shout out to DiscoverElks.org. Huge partnership for us. We're looking to continue on and get some more support with the Elks this year.
We're going to move into our IMCA SportMod. Race number 1 is going to line up like this. On the inside of the front row, in the number M80, Pat McLaughlin. To his outside, we've got the number 22, Casey Comer. And inside row number 2, in the number 43, out of Almsville, Travis Pruitt. And lining up outside of him, in the number 54, Scott Lehman. At the back of the pack here in heat race number 1 for the SportMods, we've got the number 10, Brayden Brookshire, another young rising star in the SportMod ranks. He does have a feature win here. He picked up one last year. Very talented young man in the number 10. Unfortunately, he is starting at the back of the pack with some heavy hitters in this one. We'll see what the youngster can do. Casey Comer in the SDMF chassis, your pace setter on the outside front row. He'll bring us to the green. Caution lights are out. Green flag in hand for your flagger, Mike Stewart. We're going green this time at a turn 4. 8 laps. SportMod action coming at you this time. Watch the 22. Once he gets into the yellow, he can go at any time he wants, and we are going racing. Here we go. Good start for Casey Comer in the 22. They have really been experimenting, is the word I'll use, on this SDMF chassis. They've kind of struggled with it. Now they're starting to figure it out. That car looking good here in lap number 1. Out of turn 4, he'll lead the first lap, followed by Travis Pruitt, McLaughlin, the 10 of Brookshire, and the 54 of Lehman at the back of the pack. 1 down, 7 to go. Comer works the high side out of turn 2. The 43 of Travis Pruitt was very good in practice last night. He was running with the 63 of Mike Swear. They were having a little too much fun last night. SportMod versus Modified. Comer trying to hold off Travis Pruitt, and the 43 is Pruitt now showing some color. Going to drive by him underneath out of turn 2. He'll be your leader into turn 3 by half a car length. Comer going to fight back on the outside. Pruitt working that low line. That car working good on the bottom. He'll be your leader here on lap number 3. Door handle to door handle at the stripe. Comer and Pruitt. Good battle for the top spot, but look at the young man of the 10 from the back of the pack. Now sits third, puts himself in the contention. Going to work the outside. Going to dive to the bottom now under the 22 of Comer. Brayden Brookshire. I've watched this young man come out of the Pee-wee ranks. I'm talking little kid in the cart, now finding himself up here in the SportMods. He is a very talented young man. He's won a lot of races through the kart ranks, already winning races in the SportMods, a feature winner here last year. We are past the halfway mark now, 5 down, 3 to go for your leader up front, Travis Pruitt. Pruitt has got to be flawless because look at the 10 car coming on. Travis Pruitt's got something figured out down there on the bottom. That car really starting to work. Trouble in turn 2. That's the 80 of McLaughlin up against the outside retaining wall. What happened there? I did not see it as the cars were coming out of turn 4. Restart order will be the 43-year leader, Travis Pruitt. Brayden Brookshire running second. Casey Comer. Then the 54 of Scott Lehman and Pat McLaughlin at the back of the M80. All right, caution lights are out. We're going green. We are going green this time at a turn 4. Travis Pruitt will stomp the throttle and get this party started one more time. Green flag from Mike Stewart. Brayden Brookshire with a good start on the bumper, the 43. We may see a late race shootout. White flag coming out this time by. Pruitt a little tight there in the bottom, gets the car rotated. He'll take the white flag. Trouble at the top of turn 3. That is a second caution on the M80 of Pat McLaughlin. Race director Nate Ellerton telling him thanks for playing, but you're going to end your heat race right here. You caused 2 cautions. We ask you to leave the racing surface. That'll leave us with 4. The 43, Travis Pruitt. The 10 of Brookshire. The 22C of Comer. And the 54 of Lehman. Travis Pruitt with the American flag flying from the rooftop. We're going back to green, taking a run down the hill. Good start for Brookshire on the bottom. He's got the line Pruitt wants. He'll be your leader out of turn 2. Travis Pruitt stepped it up to the middle groove in turns 1 and 2. Brookshire saw it, got down on the tack line. He'll take the white flag this time out of turn 4. Brookshire, Pruitt, Comer, and Lehman. Brayden Brookshire going to lift that left front tire up and carry it halfway down the backstretch, sets it on the ground, drives it into turn 3, checkered flag in the air. The youngster in the 10 gets the win. Second will go to Pruitt, third will go to Comer, fourth to the 54 of Lehman. How about that? The youngster just took some of the veterans to school, and he gets the victory here in heat race action. A round of applause, race fans, for Brayden Brookshire in the number 10. Your next feature will be your IMCA SportMods. The lineup for your IMCA SportMod will look like this. On the front row, the M80 of Pat McLaughlin, to his outside, the 83 of Cody Hamilton. Inside row 2, Casey Comer in the 22, the 43S Sandy Sanders. Third row, we've got the 43 of Travis Pruitt, the 2G of Cody Greer. On the inside of the fourth row, the 54 Scott Lehman, the 03 Gavin Ropchin, and your back row on the inside, he was your heat race winner, the number 10, Brayden Brookshire. And in the 99, Dustin Hittner. 10 cars, 20 laps. Hamilton has the punch. He will be your starter. Showing a 1 this time out of turn 4. Caution lights are out. Green flag coming at you. Start of your Sport Mod feature. Here we go. Underway. Everybody on the throttle down the front stretch. Good start for Cody Hamilton, the 83. Sandy Sanders up front, battling for the top position out of turn 2. The old veteran. Trouble for the 22 of Comer. Comer off the pace. We'll see if he can get to the inside of the racetrack, trying to keep this one caution free. Can he make it far enough off the track? He'll keep it rolling. We are green. Cody Hamilton, the leader up front in the 83. Sandy Sanders in the 43S sits second. Greer sits third. Travis Pruitt fourth. Battle for fifth is a 4-car battle onto the front stretch. Scott Lehman will hold down the 5th spot. Cody Hamilton looking good. True trouble at the top of turn 2. That's the 99 of Dustin Hittner. Hittner will keep it rolling under his own power, but caution is out here on lap number 3. Sport Mods on the track. These guys a lot different. Look a lot like the modifieds you just watched. Underneath, a lot different. These guys are on a 3-point suspension with 2-barrel carburetors mandated on these cars. Green flag is coming at you. Hamilton has the start. Here we go out of turn 4. Green flag from Mike Stewart. Cody Greer in the 2G will run second into turns 1 and 2. Sandy Sanders sits third. Here comes Lehman in the 54. Cody Greer all over the backside of the 83 of Hamilton. That is a battle for the lead. Top 5 cars, single file. Look at the number 10. He came out of the back row, battling for the 5th spot with the 43 of Pruitt. Side by side. That's what they did in the heat race as well. Brayden Brookshire starting to move through the field using that upper line. Brookshire really one of the 2 cars on the outside making it stick. Here comes Sanders outside of the 2 car of Greer. He'll take the 2nd spot back from Greer into turn 3. Scott Lehman sees what the 43 is doing. He's going to try to step it up outside the 2 through turns 3 and 4. Brookshire has been up there all night long. Left front tire up off the ground. Brookshire trying to find some traction on the top side of the racetrack. He sits in the 5th spot. We got 6 down. Here comes Sandy Sanders in the 43S. The old veteran rolls up on the backside of the 83. Cody Hamilton doing a great job of driving up front on the point. Hamilton, Sanders, Greer. Fourth place car is Brookshire. Fifth is the 54 of Lehman. Brayden Brookshire with a good run at a turn two. He's in a challenge for the third spot under the 2G of Greer. Greer knows he's there, has to hold his line. Brookshire looking to move into the top three. He started on the outside of the back row. Takes the third spot away from Greer, sets his sights on the old veteran in the 43S. Sandy Sanders sitting second. Hamilton up front on the point. Hamilton catches the back marker. McLaughlin holds him up just a bit. Sanders now going to go by. Look at the 10 of Brookshire. He's caught the top two cars. The young man in the 10 makes a bid for the number 2 spot. 3-car battle down the backstretch. Brayden Brookshire starting to move hot and heavy here on lap number 13, trying to get by Sandy Sanders. Sanders has got the momentum on the high side. He'll hold him off at the stripe. Hamilton, Sanders, Brookshire. Then it's Greer and Lehman, your top 5. Brookshire trying to steal that number 2 spot from Sandy Sanders. A lot easier said than done. The old veteran knows how to get around Willamette Speedway, trying to use the 83 as a pick. He's good enough to hold him off. Good race for second. You're looking at 3 generations split between second and third. Brookshire. Cody Hamilton has got his hands full with one of the young guns, a rising star, and the old veteran all over the backside of the 83. Sanders has got something working for him on the high side. Can't quite get there to challenge the 83. Hamilton has got to be near perfect with the 2 cars he has behind him. One small mistake is going to cost him probably 2 spots. Contact between the 10 and the 43S. A little door-to-door dirt track racing action. Brookshire's coming all over the backside of the 83. He's right there with him. 18 down this time by. 18 down, 2 to go. Can Brayden Brookshire make something happen in the last 2 laps? He has got to try a different line to get by that 83. Hamilton slips up out of turn 2. Here comes Brookshire with a run down the backstretch. Battle for the lead into turn 3. Brookshire shows him some color out of turn 4. Coming to the white flag. We got a 1-lap shootout. Brookshire, Hamilton side by side into turn 1. Brayden Brookshire going to try to hook it up in the bottom. He'll be your leader at a turn 2. Hamilton slips up, opens up the door. It's Brookshire with the lead down the backstretch into turn 3. The kid makes something happen here in the last lap out of turn 4. Checkered flag in the air. Brayden Brookshire gets the win. Second will go to Hamilton. Third to Sanders. Then it's Greer and Lehman, your top 5. Unbelievable run for the 10 of Brayden Brookshire. He came out of the back row, drove to the front, and got the win. You talk about a rising star. Watch that kid, race fans. Remember his name, Brayden Brookshire. That is his second feature win here at Willamette Speedway. We're going down the line. Every time this kid wins, he makes me walk all the way down here to turn 4. Brayden Brookshire, I was talking about you up in the booth tonight. Guys were taking, they were actually talking about who's going to win the SportMod feature. And, you know, the 43 of Pruitt was talked about. The 43S of the legendary Sandy Sanders was talked about. And I'm sitting up there, and I simply said, watch the 10 car. You came from the back. You drove to the front. Another win. I love watching you drive this car here at Willamette Speedway. I've watched you win races from you were this big all the way through the car. It's up to the sport mods now. Excellent job of driving, young man. I'm proud of the job you put on, the show you put on for the fans tonight. That's a big win for you.
Yes, thank you so much. That was just the funnest racing I've had in a long time. Every time we come down here, the track's phenomenal. Everything is just, I love coming down here. Great racing with Sandy Sanders, and just a really good night overall. Huge shout out to DiscoverElks.org. Huge partnership for us. We're looking to continue on and get some more support with the Elks this year. Pelican Fueling, Dusty's Machine, Kelly's Cafe, my dad, my mom, Checkered Flag Asphalt, Hinkle Fisheries. I mean, there's so many people that just, I can't thank enough, and we wouldn't do it without them.
How old are you now, young man?
I'm still 17. I'm going to be 18 here in a little bit, but yeah, still out there racing with the old guys, doing pretty well.
Spoken like a true professional. A heck of a job. Brayden Brookshire, the winner of tonight's Sport Mod feature.
Fueled by the energy of youth and the power of Discover Elks across Area 8, the number 10 car is primed for the podium.
Visit discoverelks.org to learn more.